This morning, I have in my hand 2 certificates. And these certificates are for local preachers. So in my denomination, the Methodist Church, before you even thought of becoming a minister, you have to do local preachers, which is 2 years certificate course. I did my local preaching in 1970. In fact, I started this 1969. And I did the 2-year course. And when you finish your 2-year course, then you are put on the schedule as a local preacher. So at least in your lifetime, you'd be able to preach in a church. So I left college and I went to my hometown. And as usual, you bring your transfer letter, and your transfer letter will clearly say you are a full member and a full local preacher. And I presented this letter to the superintendent minister then. The superintendent minister looked at me and thought, no, you have to do it again. So, without questioning, I wrote the diploma, the certificate, the local preacher certificate again. And when I finished, in 1972, I put my name forward as a candidate for ministry. Now, the way it was done in the Methodist Church, you had to go to the superintendent minister, and he will ask you questions why you want to be a minister. And if he feels, yeah, you're good or you're okay, can I recommend you to the quarterly meeting which will vote for you? Well, he listened to my story and he thought, yeah, you can make it. And he recommended me to the quarterly meeting. The quarterly meeting approved my name, and my name was forwarded to Synod, and I had to write the candidates' exams. So I studied for the candidate, and I passed the candidates' exams very well. After the candidates' exams, then you have to appear before Synod. You appear before 80, 100 ministers who will ask you questions about your faith. That's the Methodist way of doing things. So I appeared before Synod in 1972, and I was amazed the way I responded to Synod, that they unanimously voted me as a candidate for ministry. That's 1972. And when Synod votes, your name is sent to conference, which sits in October. And then conference says yes or no. So from June, I was expecting a yes. October came, no word. November came, no word. December came, no word. Then I asked one of the ministers, what has happened to my candidacy for ministry? And the minister told me the shocking news that you withdrew your name. So the superintendent ministers withdrew my name from the candidates list. And the young minister, Timothy, looked at me and said to me, Abiel, never give up. If you want this, never give up. It reminded me of Winston Churchill when he was asked to go and address a school where he was a student before. Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of UK, came to the podium and looked at all the kids, and everybody was hoping he's going to say some big words. Winston Churchill looked at them and said to the kids, never give up, and sat down. There was silence in the hall. Everybody was wondering what's going on. After 15 minutes, Winston Churchill stands up again and looks at the kids and says to them, never give up. Never give up. Whatever happens, never give up. This is exactly what the gardener is saying. And Jesus is saying, cut the damn tree down. It doesn't bear fruit. It's useless. Cut it down. And the gardener looks at Jesus and says, Sir, let us just give it a chance. In fact, the gardener is saying, never give up. Never give up on something. Give it a chance. Let's just give it 1 year. And he suggests what should be done. Let's dig around it and put manure so that it can bear fruit. Never give up. In 1972, my name was withdrawn. I went to the same man who withdrew my name, and I asked him for a transfer letter to go to another parish. He'd gladly give me the letter, and I went to another church, another circuit. When I got there, the manual required that you be in that parish for 2 years before you can apply for ministry. So I stayed in that yet for 2 years. 2 years. And I tried again. Never give up. Never give up on yourself. This is what the gardener is saying. Strathroy, we can never give up on this church. We can never give up because our numbers are dwindling. We can never give up because we don't have floods of young people coming. We can never give up because we do not have Sunday school kids that are 20. We can never give up, because what we have is what God has given us. God does not give up on us. God did not give up on Adam and Eve. God did not give up on Abraham and Sarah. When God said Sarah is going to have a child, Sarah laughed, and God did not give up. God did not give up on Moses. When Moses was shaky and weak, God did not give up on Moses. God did not give up on David. When David planned the death of Uriah, he never gave up on him. God did not give up on Peter when Peter denied Jesus on the cross. And God did not give up the disciples when they ran away. When it was getting tough and they ran away, God did not give up. So, my friends, this morning, don't give up. Don't give up on the struggles that you're facing. Think about what you're dealing with now. Some of us are dealing with illness that has lingered on for years and years and years. Some of us are dealing with family problems. Some are dealing with so many issues. And this morning, I'm repeating the words of a gardener. Sir, let's just give it a chance. Don't give up on yourself. Don't lose hope. Be strong. God has not given up on us. God has never given up on me. And the rest is history. Look at me. 1972, my name was withdrawn because someone thought I can never be a minister. Two years later, I enrolled again. And I went before Synod again. And I answered the questions again. And my name was taken to conference again. And when that conference said I was accepted, sir, let's just give it a chance. Whatever you're struggling with, never give up. Keep on doing what you're doing. It will bear fruit.